How's it going, folks, and welcome back to episode number 40 of Park to Prem. If you didn't see yesterday's episode, it was a triple header to start the week, and that game number 2, it might be the best game of Football Manager I've commentated this year. So, if you missed it, do go check it out. Today, things are pretty big. They're pretty tasty. Everton in the Premier League, the semi-final of the Champions League, second leg. Let's hope we can do the double. And yeah, I'll join you after the intro. We're getting straight into things today. No messing around. So yes, folks, we are back. I hope you're doing fantastic. Just a little bit of a heads up. This weekend in the UK is a big kind of extended holiday weekend for the Queen's Jubilee. I know that sounds incredibly British if you're from afar. Basically, everyone's off work. So as a result, the uploads towards the end of the week might be slightly shuffled around a little bit. They may not be. I just feel like I should give you a heads up just in case. Anyway, shifting our focus onto what's going on today, we've got 2 matches. We've got Everton away in the Premier League and then Arsenal at home. And well, when we look at the Premier League, 4 games left of the year, 6 points clear at the top with better goal difference. A win here against Everton kind of all but secures ourselves, I feel like, the title. It would be a great game to get a win in, but they've only lost 3 games all year. One of them was against us. We did beat them 3-0. But I do feel like they are a tricky team who, to be honest, if they could just draw slightly less, would probably be right up there in the league table. So I'm kind of wary of the fact that Everton love to draw. I'm more of a painter myself. And well, when it comes to the team, do I want to change things up or not? I was going to play a full-strength team, but do I play a full-strength team with the traditional system, or do I go with the system we used last time out? I think today I'm going to go back to basics. If it doesn't work, I feel like we've now discovered our plan B. I don't know about anyone else, but in Football Manager, I always feel like it's good to have 2 tactics that kind of seem to work opposite to one another. So when one works, you don't need the other one. If the tactic you're using doesn't work, you've got that plan B to switch to. Maybe it's just me who works like that. I feel like just having variations is always useful. We've got 2 of those. But as I said, back to basics today. And well, in terms of team news, the team is full strength. This is the best team that I have. When all the players are fit, when they're all ready and raring to go, these are our boys. Gurajaga recently kicking up a stink because he wants a new contract at the club. 32 goals this man has scored in the league, with 12 finishing. I think Stephen Gold would be a pretty big fan of that, really, wouldn't he? Elsewhere, we've got De Silva and Carlier who are chipping in with plenty of goals. In fact, when you look at the goal scorers here, we have 8 players in double figures. That is ridiculous in the goal scoring department. In terms of assists, it's slightly less spread out, but you can see here between George, Zandbergen, Carlier and De Silva, they've got quite a lot of assists and goals. So I feel like we have to go with those. I was going to call them the 4 Musketeers, but there was only 3 Musketeers, right? Maybe there was a 4th. They're like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not sure why that was the first squad of 4 that came into my head. Who is Shredder in the team? Is that Stephen Gold? Is he Shredder? I realise some of the younger viewers don't know what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is. Let's play a game of Football Manager, shall we? I feel like we really are down to the business point in the season now. A win here, we're in a great spot. A defeat here, the nerves start to kick in. And whilst it should still be a relatively straightforward end to the league season, I don't know, you get a little bit nervous, you get a bit... And suddenly, it feels like every game that previously felt extremely winnable is like climbing Mount Everest. Not that I know what that's like. I've never climbed Mount Everest. We might even have to start climbing the mountain earlier if they score here, although we're going to head away this initial free kick. Everton on the attack inside the first minute. Not really what we want to see here. As well, they're still in possession of it. We've dealt with it somewhat, but not enough because it's still in our box. Oh my word. Tahir gets away from danger eventually. Chiric involved in some blocking there. Everton starting the better of the 2 teams, but we have a set piece, and whenever Zandbergen has the ball, I now just expect magic to happen. He's like a little magician out on the right-hand side. He can pull a goal out of his hat or off his boot. I don't know. Does he wear a hat? Magicians wear hats. Maybe he's not a magician. Anyway, Gurajaga to Gill. He's going to go back to McBride. I feel like my nervous energy is really transcending this episode and kind of ingraining itself into the commentary. The nerves are there. I'm feeling them. I just want an early goal to chillax. Well, Everton at the moment looking far too competent in terms of possession, and they have Infante in their team. And Infante, I'll tell you what, he's not an infant. He's not a child. He's a fully grown adult. And he's also one of the best strikers in the world. The Mexican forward, I think he has 17 or 18 finishing. As soon as he's in one-on-one like that, you are in trouble. And, well, it was Conceição playing it forward. Infante gets on the end of it, and then, I mean, it's just a good finish from one of the best strikers in the league. I feel bad for Ruiz. Not been helped out by his defenders. Not a very good start in this one. Oh, well, it could get worse before it gets better. We're going to, well, have a goal kick here. Marcus Tulio to Talha. Back out to Carlier now. Nice build-up play. Can we actually get it into their final third, though? So far in this game, we've not created enough. We've also only had 31% of possession. That's not a lot of possession, is it? Inside the first 10 minutes here. And, well, Jallo, the right-back of Everton, is on the overlap here. There's plenty of players queuing up in the middle for them. It's going to be whipped in. Carlier heads it away from danger. Contreras now to Ramos on this left-hand side. Plays it back to Mohamed Daramy. Back to Ramos, who's going to float it in. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm not going to change the shape just yet, but I do just want to see us slow the tempo down and just try and hold on to the ball a little bit better. Kind of having 31% of the ball, it's not good enough. Even away from home, I expect us to get, well, at least 45, really. So hopefully we're going to see a swing in our favour, and while that's certainly happening in terms of the possession stat, it's almost at 50-50. We've slowed things down, we've got hold of the ball, now can we be rewarded with a goal? For all the possession we've had, we're still not creating a great deal with it. And while there might be some defending to be done here, because Everton have the ball, although we're going to catch them out. Zandbergen through, uses his pace, one-on-one, and McBride in goal for them. Makes a really good stop, to be fair. Of all the players it could have fallen to, Zandbergen's probably the man I would have chosen there to get that one-on-one. He's squandered it. We've headed over the resulting corner. It's not bad, but there's still a lot more to be done here. There's a lot left to be desired. Everton, by the way, playing a 5 at the back. That's disgusting, isn't it? And now they've got a corner. Of course, with 3 centre-backs, you expect them now to have weapons for set pieces. And while weapons for set pieces they might have, they hit the crossbar, it goes and gets cleared away. And I'm going to be relieved to hear the full-time whistle, or rather the half-time whistle. Not full-time yet. I wouldn't want to hear the first full-time whistle now. I'm relieved to hear the half-time whistle now, get the players in, and throw a water bottle. That's how I'm going to cheer myself up. Some of the players haven't reacted well. We're going to try and be bad cop, good cop. I'm going to throw a water bottle, then tell them all I believe in them. And everyone except your book has loved it. I mean, if we lose here, keeps things interesting. I'm trying to find a positive, really. I'm not particularly happy with what we've seen in this game. Everton have created a great deal more. They've got a lot of talent, this Everton team. They've only lost 3 games all year in the league. We've lost 4. It might be about to be 5. They've grabbed a second goal here inside the first 11 minutes of the restart. Contreras on this occasion having the finish. This was all very simple, wasn't it? A big ball played diagonally, maybe cut out a little bit. Maybe Marcus Tulio could have been a bit tighter. Everton take a 2-goal lead, and this is where the second plan is useful to have. Carlier and Zandbergen on bookings does scare me a little bit. So as a result, I'm going to change things up. We're going to bring in Horniak for Zandbergen, move George out onto the right-hand side, and at centre attack in mid, it's Middleby's time to shine, everyone. Get him on the pitch. Let's see what he can do for us. A change of plan needed, and let's see if it can have an immediate desired effect as they instantly get a free kick, which hits the crossbar and goes over. I'm fine. I'm calm. Coming up to an hour played here, of course, we've made a couple of changes. Kind of need to keep a sub in our back pocket. With this new alternate system, we don't really have a whole load of right mid, so it's George in at right mid today, and he's going to play it into Middleby, who probably should have scored there. I probably would have expected him to score. Would Carlier have scored it? Quite possibly. A great opportunity squandered, and unfortunately for us, the corner is also going to be cleared away. Unless, no, it's been cleared away. Mosquera picking up a booking, maybe? No, the ref's left his cards at home, at least for players in blue. But we do have a chance here. It's going to be De Silva over it. He's a wand of a left foot. Hits it. Oh, my word, Juan Pablo. Captain Fantastic. Smashes it in. That is not the corner I expected him to aim for. I was expecting him to go for the opposite corner. He's gone to the keeper's left. He can't get anywhere near it. There's still plenty of time left in this. 25 minutes left. It's only 2-1 now. We're not out of it yet, and in fact, we're having more of the ball and creating more. And we've got another set piece here, De Silva. Could he do it again? I'll tell you what, he very nearly has. The keeper's not dealt with it either. Vassilo can't get it back to our man. We've looked lethal from free kicks, I feel like, over the last couple of episodes. We've scored a couple of them. But with 5 minutes left, it's still 2-1, and we probably need to go on the attack. George has got injured. I don't have a right mid. I'm just going to have to bring in Newton, I think, and go with a diamond to end the game. They say diamonds are a girl's best friend. Let's see if they're Crystal Palace's best friend. Is anything going to happen, Football Manager? We've gone more attacking. We're already playing our super direct style of play. There is not a lot of time left here. They're going to have a free kick of their own that goes just wide. 2 minutes left. Is there anything going to happen? Maybe? Oh, don't say it's over yet. Don't leave. If you're about to leave the ground, come back, take your seat again. Gurajaga is bearing down on goal. Gives it to Middleby, who hits the post with what's probably going to be the last attempt on goal of the game. Oh, we could have rescued a point. We could have got a really important point there. Unfortunately, the woodwork has denied us, and unless there's another late chance here, as we're now 11 seconds over extra time, it's not going to be a late chance. That is how the game ends. We were not good enough in that first half. We changed some stuff up after conceding the second. Well, let's be honest, we created a lot, but we weren't good enough throughout that game. Everton run out victors. They were always going to be a tough team. It was probably the game that I was most nervous of, shall we say, going into the end of the season. With that result there, they're only 7 points behind us, although they've only got 2 games left, so they can't actually win the league at this point. So well done, Everton. You've beaten us. It's all for nothing. Elsewhere, Chelsea have just lost. Chelsea down in 14th, by the way, and Arsenal 0-0 against Southampton. The more that Arsenal drop points, the more I feel like signing Fontana is possible in the summer. So, yeah, keep this up. And, of course, we're now going to go and dust ourselves off and get ready for a game against Arsenal. We've had a few tricky games in the league where I've not been able to play the B team quite as much as I'd like. After this game here, we can do that perhaps a little bit more. But yeah, a big one. Champions League, semi-final, second leg. It's at Selhurst Park. We're a goal up after the first leg. Not a great first result. Let's go and get the result in the game that really matters, though, today. Okay, folks, so we have got Arsenal coming up. But before we talk about that, one game in the league went on that was rather significant. Manchester United v Liverpool. I totally forgot this game was happening and that they still had to play each other. Possibly the best possible result for us has happened, especially after the result against Everton. They drew 2-2. Yeah, that's right. Liverpool and Manchester United couldn't be split. And as a result, they both get a point. But more importantly, they both drop 2. What that means is with 3 games left of the season, we are in a really, really good spot. And it is worth noting that Chelsea do have to play Manchester United today at the same time as us. Chelsea have been useless this season, but they get a big win here. They'd be doing me a really big favour, and I'd really appreciate it. Now, over in the other Champions League semi-final, I've got to try as a Liverpool fan and let go of this year's final, but Real Madrid are waiting for the winner of this game between ourselves and Arsenal in the final. So, yeah, Real Madrid in the final of a Champions League. You couldn't make it up. Hopefully we're going to get there. We've still got a job to do as we take on Arsenal today. Now, unfortunately for us, a little bit of team news going into the game. That injury that George picked up is going to keep him out of this game. He didn't pass his fitness test. As a result, it's a big day. It's a big moment for Horniak, 24 years old, signed for £80 million, 3 goals and 3 assists in 30 league appearances, 17 starts. It's not been the best first season for 80 million, has it? I mean, he looks like he should be a tremendous player. I feel like he's lived in George's shadow for a while. Today, he has a chance to stand out and step out of that shadow into the light. That makes it sound like he's about to die. He's just, he needs to be his own man today. He's not going to the light. That's a completely different thing. In terms of the rest of our team, it's the same team that has played the last couple of games. Good job for us is that we've rotated things around prior to this tricky run of games. So as a result, despite the fact it's been the same team for, I think, maybe 5 games in a row now, for the most part, with the rests, it's been enough to maintain them at a level where their condition should be good enough to get through this game here. And of course, going into this game, we're at home. We have to back ourselves. We've got 2 subs outside the match squad. Who's outside the match squad? It's David Lind and George. They're not in the team, of course. Champions League has 7 subs. Premier League has 9. It's annoying having to deal with it. Either way, that's the team that we're going with. Here's the players. Let's submit it. And, well, here we go, folks. Let's hope that it's not going to be another 5-4. Of course, I say that from the perspective of Crystal Palace manager. From a pure content and kind of creator point of view, another 5-4 would be brilliant. If we want to have a goal fiesta, I'm all for it. looking at Arsenal's team here, there is no Vlahovic in the starting 11. He is on the bench, and their recent form, I don't know if you caught it there, it's been very, very patchy. In the league, they've been struggling. They've played a lot of games like we have. Their depth perhaps isn't quite to the same level as us. And, well, I'm hoping that this rotated 11 that they're having to play, combined with just some tired legs in general, is going to open up some opportunities. Of course, we're fairly familiar, I feel like, with this Arsenal team to a point. We've played them so much over the last, 2 episodes. We're playing them again here, and while they're on the attack here, Szoboszlai, one-on-one with the keeper, parried round the post. Is it bad that after one highlight, I'm sat thinking, maybe I should go to the diamond. Maybe I should go to the diamond. Headed away. Fontana's there. Fontana, don't do anything, thank you. I was about to change it to the diamond, then a highlight began. Maybe I'm reacting too soon. I mean, when we play the diamond, we win. When we don't play it, we lose against Arsenal so far from the 2 games it's happened in. Although we've got a chance here. Gurajaga, one-on-one. What a finish. He finesses it into the bottom corner. Really, really nice goal. If that stands, 4 minutes in, we double our lead on aggregate, and it is going to stand. A massive, massive goal. Maybe that decision not to panic and change the tactic too soon has worked out for us there. Sanchez, the former Tottenham man, against his North London rivals, plays in Gurajaga. He tucks it into the bottom corner. And, well, that is as good a start as we could have hoped for here. And, well, it could get better. Sanchez to De Silva. Zandbergen mops up the pieces. Talha. De Silva hits it. Oh, my word, Juan Pablo. Oh, my word. Can anyone remember the Newcastle save back at the start of the year, the start of FM22? If you haven't seen that save game, go watch it. It was fun. If I remember correctly, there was a Champions League semi-final in that series where we smashed Arsenal. I think it was Arsenal. Answers on a postcard. Someone will remember. We could smash them again here because it's 3-0 on aggregate after 7 minutes. And, well, Gurajaga and De Silva have got the goals. Good to see Chibuk and Sanchez getting the assists. Slightly unlikely providers in our team. Well, we could get another hit. Why not dream of going 4-0 up? Oh, ball played through, oh my word. What has happened? He's just missed an open goal. He's just missed an open goal. I mean, if we now lose this, I'm blaming Gurajaga. Although, well, we could still score here. Tulio hits the woodwork with the header. Oh my word, we've been all over them. Glad I didn't change things tactically based on the very first highlight of the game, although there might be something to do here. Set piece for Arsenal. Odegaard put the ball in, headed over the bar though. It's slowly dawning on me. There is a timeline here where we win the Premier League, we win the Champions League, we win the Carabao Cup, and we win the Champions League, all in the same season. That would be mad. I mean, surely not. Horny. I spent 80 million on that, man. I spent 80 million on that, man. Look, I'm not going to count the Champions Leagues until they happen. My recent record on YouTube over the last kind of 12 months in Champions League finals is atrocious. Without giving away too many spoilers, if you've watched Park to Prem last year, if you watched the Racing save game, we don't talk about the finals in the Racing save game. Just because we've got there doesn't really mean anything, especially because Real Madrid are very, very good. Debatably much better than Arsenal as well. Zandbergen must be offside there, right? I'm not gonna celebrate it. I think he's offside, but just going back to the previous point, we look like we could be in a final here. And I'll tell you what, the end of the season has got some absolutely banging episodes, isn't it? Iturbe to Fontana for Arsenal. Ball given away. We are all over them. Another goal here before half-time really would be the final nail in the coffin. Could the coffin be lowered? It has been, single-handedly. De Silva scores a fantastic finish. He makes it 3 goals on the night. 4-0 on aggregate. Not for the first time in the Champions League. We've had to come back to Selhurst Park and turn things around. We're not going to get second chances in Champions Leagues when it comes to the final. And obviously after the intergame, after the game against Arsenal in the league where we nearly bottled it and then we did okay, we've not been overly convincing at points this year, have we? Let's be honest. And I'm concerned that one of those performances sits waiting in the final. Is it weird that I'm that distracted about all the bad performances when we're playing as well as this? Is that a defeatist mentality? Is that a winner's mentality to be concerned about the final ahead? Maybe it's a little bit of A and a little bit of B. Look, we've got a very good team here. A team that is playing really, really well. A tactic that works really well. I know a lot of people have asked about it. I will be sharing it at the end of this season, I think. I'm still tweaking a few little bits. But yeah, I've been really, really enjoying just watching this team play that we've got. Zandbergen to the byline, crosses it in. Sanchez in the box there, of all players. The right back heads it over for a goal kick, but, well, unfortunately for Arsenal, it's going to be another highlight. I say unfortunately, if they get one back, maybe the comeback starts to happen. Jekyll tries to pick out Mladenovic. I think I said that guy's name correctly. Answers on a postcard. Either way, we've dealt with it nicely. We've played out from their press, and there's now loads of space in behind for Carlier to attack. It's only the 46th minute. Zambergen crosses it to Gurajaga. It's in. Was he behind the ball? I hope he timed this run correctly because he had enough room to drop back. It was very, 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 very close. We scored one right at the end of the first half. We've scored one right at the start of the second to make it 4-0 on the night. Why couldn't we have had a few more matches like this against Arsenal recently when we've played them? Either way, ball was squared. I'll tell you what, even in the highlight there, Gurajaga looks like he could be offside. It's 4-0. Oh my word. Someone get some helium balloons. Let's start a party. Wait, did I just see that Manchester United are losing to Chelsea as well? Did anyone else see that on the right? We're doing so well in this game. I'm just worrying about how Manchester United are now doing in the league. Arsenal hit from range over the bar. Not even testing Ruiz yet. Wow, they've had 2 red cards and they're down a goal against Chelsea. I didn't actually think Chelsea could do us a favour. They might be about to do it. Of course, Manchester United waiting for us in the FA Cup final. Horniak plays it forward. Gurajaga through. Gurajaga finishes it. Take a bow, my son. It's 5-0. It's 6-0 on aggregate. We have absolutely dominated them. And it's offside. That's awkward. I feel like I should probably make some changes. Maybe save the legs of a few players for this upcoming set of games. Carlier's not the best of performances, so let's bring in Middleby for him. Elsewhere, the front three, in terms of Zamberg and De Silva and Gurajaga, playing quite well. So I'm going to keep them on. Apparently, Zambergen deserves a goal. That's how well he's playing. My assistant thinks he should be on the score sheet. He still has time to do it, folks. The Zambergen goal still could happen. He's been at the centre of everything we've done in this tail end of the season. It's weird, right? You know, you kind of look at a player like Horniak and how he's not really shown up. And then you look at a player like Zambergen, who had a similar trajectory first half of the season. This second half of the season, he's been mad. And I mean, De Silva as well had a really, really rough patch. A few players in our team had kind of, not rough patches necessarily, but just didn't have those world-class performances that they look like they should be capable of. I do feel like over the last couple of episodes, we've really started to see this squad just take a whole new form. Some of those players that have been at the club a while up their game. Some of the players who just have that world-class quality. Players who we've spent world-class money on. They've turned up, they've performed. We might have some defending still to do here, though. Vlahovic, Neto, plays through Mladenovic. And, well, that was a very tame effort at the near post. Arsenal's efforts on goal that we've seen in highlights have been atrocious here. With 15 minutes left here, I'm going to take off Zambergen and bring on Winter. I'm going to listen to my assistant's advice. I'll be honest, 4-0 definitely flatters us. We've been very clinical in front of goal. But don't let that distract you from the fact it's 5-0 on aggregate. I want to believe it could get worse for them. Although at this point, what is the significant difference in terms of embarrassment between a 5-0 and a 6-0? I feel like the damage has been done as far as Arsenal are concerned. Fontana, by the way, if you want to come play for us, Fontana, call me. Mind you, he's played at centre-back for them, I think, this game. Or maybe CDM. He's been absolutely atrocious as Fontana. Who needs Fontana? Well done, Arsenal. You've scored. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Well, he didn't even get the ball out the back of the net. He's just run off without it. He tried to get the ball out the net and then couldn't get there. Football Manager AI at its finest. It was a good goal, to be fair. They have so many men crowded in the box. Keeper maybe could have done better. Maybe you look at Sanchez and think he could have done better. But... well, I was about to say that's probably going to be that. It's not going to be that. There's going to be more. Sanchez, can he make amends for his defensive lapse? Gives it to the fellow wing-back in Chirich, who's going to be dispossessed by Nedim. I'm going to be honest, that looked like a perfectly clean tackle, but I've got this weird feeling he's about to be shown a red. That is the weirdest red card I've seen all year. It just wasn't a red, was it? It wasn't a red. I'm going to say it. You're thinking it. They're down a man, Arsenal. I mean... It's not gone great for them the second leg. It's gone pretty good for us. It's been a formality for a little while. 3 minutes of added time. 2.5 minutes left of it. We are 5-1 up. And, well, this is GG, as I believe the kids say in their online cyber games or whatever they are. Chirich, Middleby. Oh, I mean, the damage is done now. If Middleby scores against you, you just have to tap out. Take the L. Oh my word. 5-1. Everyone feels like they've got in on the action in some form over the last couple of episodes. Even Middleby's now finding the back of the net, playing as that shadow striker on the right-hand side. Chirich crosses it in. Middleby's there, gets his noggin on it, makes it 5-1. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. It's done. We're in a Champions League final, ladies and gentlemen, and it was a pretty emphatic way to do it, if I might say so myself. Now, I'm sure there's some people kind of wishing there was a bit more drama, a bit more, I don't know, of a fight there. I kind of feel the same. Arsenal really didn't play very well, like to a disappointing extent where I'm disappointed in them. Elsewhere, Chelsea managed to win 2-0, did require Manchester United to get 2 players sent off. What that means is that United are pretty much out of the title fight. In fact, if we win our next game and Liverpool don't win it, we're the champions of England, and that's rather cool. I'm not sure if I could have made that sound less cool if I tried. You can see here, we are going to be taking on Real Madrid in the Champions League final. It's at the Millennium Stadium that I went to twice for football matches. Back when Wembley was getting renovated about 15 years ago, all the playoff finals were held at the Millennium Stadium. I went to 2. On both occasions, the team I went to watch lost. So I don't like Cardiff. No offence to the Welsh fans out there. Everyone from Swansea's now cheering. Sorry if you're from Cardiff. Apologies, but I've just got bad experiences. So not only have we got to try and slay the demons of my real footballing reality, but also my Football Manager reality, where I have a reputation for bottling these kind of games. Another little bit of news, we've qualified for the Club World Cup, which is in 2 years' time. So that's cool. I mean, if we're still here then, we've got that to look forward to. I always feel like the Club World Cup is a good way to end a series and send off things by kind of announcing yourself as the best team in the world. Of course, there's the new Club World Cup format. The previous winner was Barcelona. They've won it the last couple of years. It's been a while, actually, since an English club won it. I mean, maybe little old Crystal Palace could be the team to do it. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching today. Massive episode, massive results. Next time out, I want to be here live when we lift the Premier League title. So I think we'll probably come back for the game against Southampton. If not, definitely the game against Blackburn. Whichever game week looks like the one where we win the league, that's what we're going to come back for. We will also do the FA Cup in that video, as well as the end of season recap. And then for the kind of Thursday episode, it depending on how the schedule works, but for the episode after that, we'll do the Champions League final, probably not on full match, but maybe on extended highlights just for some extra suffering. But yeah, big occasion. We've made it to a Champions League final, and it's felt, I want to say it's felt quite simple. Maybe I'm getting carried away here. Let's be honest. Let's not forget about the Inter Milan games. But I think if we just look at this, look at it in a tree format. Where's the tree? Show me the tree. If we look at it like this, it's been, I mean, we beat Bayern 5-2, we beat Inter 6-3, we beat Arsenal 6-1. You're guaranteed goals with us is what I'm realising here. We've beaten the champions of Germany, the champions of Italy, Real Madrid, the champions of Spain. They've not won it the last few years. That said, they are currently in second. They could still grab it very late on, although Barcelona would have to bottle it quite badly. Anyway, folks, that's going to wrap up everything from me today. I'll see you tomorrow for the end of the Premier League season and the FA Cup final. Take care, and until next time, it's me, Jack, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.